Okay, this is the roof covering, and the underlayment is over the drip edge flashing as it should be. That's a good thing. So the first rail is not sealed. It is not sealed, and I do not see a starter course. So we got that. Call 911. Grampy's on the roof again. Be nice if I put my ladder all the way up. Safety first. I got the heads up. I was informed that this roof is a recent installation, so here we go. I'm going to move around. Not counterclockwise, people. We do not have kick-out flashing. And you can see how the cornice or the wall area right there is all rotted out. Okay, the water just runs right down there. It wasn't distracted. Doesn't have a rain gutter or water splashes. Even flashing is a little worse for wear. We got some rotten vertical trim board over here. There we go, rotten vertical trim board. Moving on up, we got some PVC piping. In this age, okay, and I should have said this on the other, well, this feels like I'm walking on a trampoline. Woo-wee! And I should have mentioned this on your other inspection. This is my second inspection I've done for my dear client. And we got PVC vent pipes. But at this, and I had learned this since the last inspection, so you get the better version of me. But we need to pay a little more attention to the drain piping, because what was really popular in the 70s in this geographical region was using PVC for the vent pipes, but still using cast iron for the drain pipes. So, jury's out. Jury's out. We come over here and see this piping right here. This is called buckling. Water will sit in there. See how it's been sitting in there? And it'll cause it to deteriorate, and it'll cause it to fail, and then you will have a roof leak. Got a little bit of wind damage here, or I don't know, just maybe an impact mark. One in and of it by itself. We'll keep looking. But one is, I mean, it doesn't warrant it. Just keep on going. In fact, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go ahead and mark it just in case. Because we're cautious type of people. Okay. We don't know, man. This roof decking, I know it's plywood. I haven't put my head up here yet, but I am familiar with the architecture of the region. And, you know, I expect it. It's not a surprise, but at the same time, it is spongy. Maybe plywood, shouldn't have been plywood. But anyway, that's 2 impact marks. That's a pretty good one there, huh? What else we got? Cricket, all this flashing, and you've heard this before, but all this flashing needs to be turned in and sealed. They did not do that. I mean, they just pulled the flashing back, put the roof down, and left it. And all that should have been turned in and sealed. Unlike the other house, I can get up in here and look at the chimney crown a little better. We got some cracks right, I don't know if you can see that, some cracks right in there. What else we got? We got another crack right in there. Right there, see that? A couple little cracks should be sealed. We should have kick-out flashing. After this flashing wasn't turned in, this flashing wasn't sealed, this flashing wasn't done properly. When we get down here, we should have kick-out flashing like we should have had over there at the front to keep the water from going down on the sides. And I got a short video about that. So more buckling. Boy, they just couldn't get to it, could they? I mean, geez. Okay, guys. Now here's something that's kind of interesting. We've got soffit vents around the perimeter, and they're clogged, by the way. They're not venting right, and there are, signs on the soffit indicating that the attic is not ventilated properly. Now we've got soffit vents and we got passive wind turbines. Okay, that is our ventilation system. The air comes in the soffit vents and goes up the passive air turbines. Usually, we come over here, and I know they had to do it for some reason or another, but up here we put gable vents. There's a gable vent right there, and there's a gable vent right there. Okay, that is okay, you're only supposed to have one ventilation system. That would be soffit passive turbines. You're not supposed to have multiple ventilation systems. That's an actual code violation. You might get some good because of that. It might help because of that, but you can't tell that by the way the soffit vents look. I bet you won't be able to tell it by the way the attic looks. Okay. So we got flashing issues. A couple cracks on the crown. So far, 2 impact marks, easily repaired. Buckling on our vent pipes. This would be the kitchen vent fan. Okay, it's an all-electric home. Moving on along. How's it looking? Okay, over here. Okay. Moving on along. Now we got some damaged siding and stuff, but when I see that right there, when I see it look like that, that's a varmint hole. Looks like somebody might have closed it up or something. That's how the mises get in, and the roof rats, the squirrels. Now, do you think wind-driven rain can blow up inside of here? I do. Right inside of there? You think wind-driven rain can get up in there like my crayon gets up in there? All the way up in there? You think water can get in there? I do. That's what I think. I think water jumped right off in there. Right off in there. A little more siding damage over here. So this is kind of preparing you for the exterior video. Some of this might not be on the exterior video because you can only see it from the rooftop. So this is kind of like the roof and exterior. Yay, roof and exterior. Okay. I used to have a satellite dish. See the pattern on that? Okay, probably not the smartest move. See any kick-out flashing here? I don't. See any rain gutters here? I don't. Cracking and peeling the paint. It looks like something's been chewing and hasn't gotten through yet, maybe. Maybe. I said it looks like. Oh, you're not buckling for us? Almost. I'm trying to buckle, bud. I'm trying to. Okay. Keep working at it. Tree touching the roof covering. You can hardly see it from up here looking down, but when you're down there looking up, it's a little more obvious. You want to see things from different angles. That's a little hell dang to me. Okay, 3 of those bad boys. I'll get some pictures of them. I'll get some pictures of the buckling. You're buckling too, aren't you, buddy? Ooh, yeah, you got a buckle in there. This is where we started. Right here. Now all I gotta do is get down.